How's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to HiNow Daily. We're over here at City Mill hanging out with Iris, and today we're going over gardening tips and tricks, but we're going to focus on repotting. What is that?
Repotting. When you buy a plant from City Mill, it'll come in little nursery pots like this. This is meant to actually put in a bigger pot or in the ground, so you want to repot this. And there are certain times of the day you do this in the early morning or you do this in the evening, and that way it gives the plant a lot of room to grow. Do it in the ground too, but a lot of people want to keep it in their homes, small spaces, so they don't have a lot of yard space to grow. And it depends on what kind of plant it is. Like this is a spearmint, so it's kind of a crawly plant. If you plant it in the ground, it'll go everywhere.
Gotcha.
You put it in a pot, you kind of contain it.
Well, where do we start?
Okay, you start by making sure this plant is well watered. You want to make sure the night before you repot it that it's well watered. You don't want a dry plant because then it's already a hungry plant and it's not going to be as fresh. Then we want to dig a hole. What you want to do is make sure as far down you go, this level to be at the top of your soil.
Gotcha, and we're dealing with two different types of soil, right? What do we have on the table?
Right now, that is a regular potting soil. So when you buy a potting soil, you don't have to do anything to it. It goes straight into the pot. It has all the nutrients, any kind of growth medium in there that you need. If you use your own soil from your garden or you buy garden soil, you need to kind of supplement that. You can use some perlite because you need some drainage. You can use some earthworm casting to get some nutrients in there. Just make sure you get a hole going, which is usually the length size of the pot.
This would probably be a fun part to involve the kids in.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting the hands dirty.
Kids love to get their hands dirty. It's really good to, when kids learn to grow things, they learn to appreciate nature too, and how much work it takes. So once you get the hole, you're gonna smush this around and get the roots loose on the sides of the pot.
And that's just gonna make it a little easier for us to work with.
Yes, it's also gonna make it easier for you to pull that plant out. Now most plants will come with information here. You wanna make sure you keep that, okay? So you know how to take care of this plant. Okay, once it's kind of loose in there, hit it a couple times, it should pop right out. See how roots, they're winding around? This is about right. You don't want it to get so root bound that you have to take apart the roots.
Gotcha.
What you do want to do is loosen it up though, so that the roots are a little bit freer to grow. You're gonna place it in the hole. Now here you can either use root hormone or some kind of plant nutrient in there and they cover the roots with that, or you can just put it in here.
Gotcha.
And then you're just gonna cover to the top of the root ball. Perfect. And then what you want to do after that is you can water it a little bit. So you want to kind of water that. You see how it's coming off of there?
Yeah.
And you just want to make sure it's well watered. And if you're going to put the pot outside, you can cover it, the base, with some mulch.
Okay, so what is the mulch gonna do?
A mulch keeps the weeds from taking root, and it also holds the moisture in, especially if you're in a really sunny location. It'll help keep the moisture on the pot. What you want to do is start looking to see if your plant is struggling with getting nutrients, starting to turn yellow. A lot of times that's a sign that the roots are getting root bound, and you need to take it up and put it in a bigger pot.
So you're gonna have to dig that thing up, find a better place for it, and then repot.
A bigger pot.
Also, we want to tell everyone out there as well, if you want to get into gardening, we're giving away a $50 gift card. Head to HiNow Daily to enter.